Every time you stream a song, buy a concert ticket, see a celebrity in a commercial, or watch a music video on YouTube, someone is making money. And most of the time, that someone is not the artist. It is the record label. Record labels are some of the most quietly powerful businesses on the planet. They sit in the background while artists take the spotlight, and they collect money from places most people would never think to look. Today we are going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly how they do it. Let us start with the most obvious one, streaming. In 2024, the US music industry alone generated $17.7 billion in revenue, and streaming accounted for 84% of that. Every time you press play on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, or any other platform, that platform pays out a royalty. The average payout across all platforms sits at roughly half a cent per stream. That sounds tiny, but when you multiply half a cent by billions of streams every single month, it becomes an enormous amount of money. And here is the part that matters. The label owns the master recording. That means the label owns the actual recorded version of the song, not the artist, the label. So when that royalty comes in from Spotify, the label takes the majority of it and pays the artist their agreed percentage, which on a standard deal is typically only 15 to 20%. The label keeps the rest. On a major deal, the label is walking away with 80 to 85 cents out of every dollar that streaming generates. Now here is what makes this machine so powerful. Once a song is recorded and released, the label does not have to do anything extra for the money to keep coming in. A hit album from 10 years ago is still generating streaming royalties today, right now, with zero additional investment. That is what the industry calls catalog revenue, and for the major labels, it is worth billions. Universal Music Group, Sony Music, and Warner Music, the three companies that control roughly 70% of the global music market, are sitting on decades worth of music that streams around the clock and pays them continuously. The Beatles catalog still earns. Michael Jackson still earns. Whitney Houston still earns. The label collects every single time. But streaming is just the beginning. The second major income stream is publishing. Publishing is separate from the master recording, and it relates to the songwriting itself, the composition, the melody, the lyrics. Every song has two separate copyrights, one for the recording and one for the song underneath it. When a label also owns or controls the publishing rights to an artist's songs, they collect twice from the same stream, once as the owner of the master recording and again as the controller of the publishing rights. The biggest labels have entire publishing arms dedicated to managing these rights. Universal Music Publishing Group is one of the most valuable music businesses on earth entirely because of the publishing catalogs it controls. The third income stream is sync licensing. This is where it gets interesting. Every time a song is placed in a film, a TV show, a video game, a commercial, or a Netflix series, the label charges a licensing fee for the use of that master recording. These fees are not small. A major song placed in a blockbuster film can earn anywhere from tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars in a single deal. And every time that film is broadcast, streamed, or aired, additional performance royalties are generated on top of the original fee. Sync licensing has become one of the most aggressively pursued revenue streams in the industry precisely because it is lucrative, it is immediate, and it introduces music to entirely new audiences who then go and stream it. The fourth is the 360 deal, and this one is the most controversial in the entire industry. A 360 deal means the label does not just take a cut of recorded music revenue. It takes a percentage of everything the artist earns. Touring, merchandise, brand endorsements, sponsorships, acting roles, fragrance deals, everything. When a label signs a new artist to a 360 deal, they are not just signing a musician. They are buying a stake in a person's entire career and income. Labels justify this by arguing that they are investing heavily in building the artist's brand and career, so they deserve a return from all the ways that brand generates income. Artists and their managers often see it very differently. But for labels, 360 deals transform them from music companies into full entertainment businesses, with fingers in every part of an artist's financial life. Then there is physical sales. Most people assume this is dead, but it is far from it. Vinyl has been growing for 18 consecutive years. In 2024, vinyl sales in the US reached $1.4 billion, the highest since 1984. Labels sell vinyl, CDs, limited edition box sets, and collector packages directly to fans who are willing to pay premium prices for a physical product. The margins on physical products can be significantly higher than streaming, particularly when sold directly through the label's own store or an artist's website, where there is no middleman taking a cut. YouTube is another consistent earner that people underestimate. When a label uploads official music videos, lyric videos, and audio releases to YouTube, every view generates advertising revenue. For a major label with thousands of tracks and hundreds of millions of monthly views across its entire roster, YouTube income adds up to tens of millions of dollars per year. And beyond the official uploads, when fans use copyrighted music in their own videos, the label's content management system automatically claims that video and redirects the ad revenue from the fan's video straight to the label. You make a video, you use a popular song, and the label gets paid for your creativity. Now here is the reality that very few people talk about. Of all the records a major label releases in a given year, only about 10 to 20% actually generate profit. The rest either break even or lose money. Labels know this going in. They are essentially running a portfolio, betting across many artists and hoping that one or two break through big enough to pay for everything else. And when one does break through, the label's model ensures they capture the maximum possible return from that success through streaming, publishing, sync, physical sales, YouTube, and 360 deal income streams all firing simultaneously. The real genius of the record label business model is not any single income stream, it is ownership. Labels spend money up front, signing artists, funding recordings, paying for marketing, building careers. In exchange, they take ownership of the masters, often for decades or permanently. That ownership is the engine. Once you own the recordings, every new technology that emerges, streaming, social media, short-form video, whatever comes next, becomes a new way to monetize the same asset you already own. The song never gets old. The copyright never stops working, and the money never stops coming in. That is how record labels make their money. They are not just in the music business. They are in the ownership business. And in the music industry, whoever owns the masters owns everything.